don't ask me why the hell that shit went twice. I think I might have popped the loop on. That's why. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. All right. Here we go, guys. What's up? What's going on? Welcome back. It's been a minute. Took the time off, and we're back with this Ms. Marvel roundtable. Does anybody really care about this show anymore? I don't know. I'm asking. Really? You do?
I will say more about how my feelings on this. I don't hate this show, but it's definitely more of a meh. But I think that's more on the fault of whoever is formulating how they're doing it. Not so much the idea of the character or anything like that. It's the way that they're doing this particular series.
Oh, it's definitely a meh show. That's for damn sure. You know what I mean? But we got the panel here. I'm gonna let them go around the panel. But before I do, I just want to say, last night I went to go see the Roots, man, and they lit it up. They were fire last night. That was one of the best concerts I've seen in a minute, bro.
Well, I could tell you that when I saw them when Obama invited them to the White House to perform, that shit was fire. I can only imagine what it is in real life.
Oh my God, it was so good, bro. It was so good. I was glad I went to that. Anyways, Danny, talk to the people. Tell them about your channel, sir.
I am Danny, aka Comment Chat. You can find me here on Sunday nights, for at least for one more week here doing the roundtable on Ms.Marvel. Monday through Wednesday, you can find me on the Chaos Central with Anzo and Chris, and Tuesday nights with Eli Who. We have a whole cornucopia of different topics that we discuss, different points of view, different opinions. So check us out. It's all 3 shows at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and look forward to getting into this. And then later tonight, if you're not doing anything, in about another hour and 20 minutes, you can catch me on Storms Live, where we will be discussing Thor, Love, and Blunder. I hope for the last time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was on a couple of channels that to rip that it was trash. Chris Knight, talk to the people, sir.
Yeah, Real Review 3000 is my channel. Danny already mentioned all the stuff over on Chaos Central. We're gonna actually here before too long. I gotta get a few more people to jump on it, but we'll be back to doing the Star Wars Senate. We've been gone for a little bit on that for a variety of reasons, but we're going to be back to doing that. I believe we're going to get back to the Rumble on my channel, probably get back to some rants on my channel. Got some stuff trying to get back in gear, get stuff going. A lot of stuff's been going on in my world, so just trying to get things back in order. So definitely check out the 3 shows, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Check out these guys' stuff. They all do great stuff. So yeah. Looking forward to talking about this.
We try. Eli Who, you're up. Talk to the people. Tell them about your channel, sir.
Hey, weirdos. You ever look up in the night sky and you go, the hell is that? Well, you can check out my channel where it's called What's Up with the Universe, where I talk basic astronomy to complex astrophysics, black holes, DRVs, even the tour of our solar system. Like when Mercury needs to be classified as a planet, like Pluto was. I can also be found, like Danny said, on Tuesdays, sometimes hanging out in his chat, sometimes just listening to Jenna Bill's karaoke for the hell of it. Yeah, I said hell of it because it's something fishy over there. Other than that, I'm here. But I do hate the YouTube because I got 27-second delay notification after you went live. And I don't understand this poll, Chris. Shouldn't it be 2 polls? Do you like episode 4? Danny's at episode 5 because I only like one of them out of 4 and 5. So how do I vote?
Then say it. I'll stop this one. I'll redo it. I'll talk about that after the fact.
Yeah, but I like one of them.
How about this?
Chris messing up the polls. What up to the people in the top? Yes, it is. What up, Dandelion? What up, Basco? What up, Mads Mama Bear? What up, Brittany? What up, Mystic? What up, K Dots? Thank you guys for popping in. No, I did not like Thor: Love and Thunder. Absolutely not. It was horrible. Hated it. But we are not here to talk about Thor: Love and Thunder. We are here to talk about Ms. Marvel. That's right, guys. I said it correct. It's Ms. Marvel. And since we didn't do last week, we're going to talk about episodes 4 and 5 And thank God there was only one episode left. So let's give our first impressions on episodes 4 and then episode 5. Danny, you have the floor.
Episode 4 was truly boring. I had to wake up 2 or 3 times to watch it, and I finally powered through it. Episode 5, I was kind of interested. I just finished watching it. It had my attention the whole time. I'm ready to see how this is going to play out, since it seems that another character seems to have um, gifts as well. Episode 4 was totally a bore. They could have leave that out, jump straight to episode 5. Episode 5, like I said, grabbed my attention. Seeing how the mother and the grandmother and the granddaughter kind of reconnected, kind of tug at the heartstrings a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it, but overall, this show still is not my cup of tea. But I will say episode 5 was not bad.
Gotcha. Did you tear up, Danny, with the heartfelt moments?
I
Did you
didn't tear up,
today?
but I was like, okay, that's cool that now the mama and the grandmama reconnected, and now she see what the granddaughter can do, what her daughter can do, and it kind of went full circle. Now I tell you that the mama, the great grandmama, the young woman, whew, man, she was beautiful. Man, I don't know who the actress was, man, but she was fucking gorgeous.
I agree, 100%. Mr. Knight.
I'm kind of with Danny on this. Episode 4. Yeah, we'll talk about that one. And then episode 5, definitely. I think episode 5 did a lot of good stuff. So it's kind of 4s and 5s. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Eli?
I really enjoyed episode 4 with the take of the family issues and Kamala doing her own little thing. But episode 5, you guys know I do not like filler episodes. Half this episode was a filler episode. It could have been
crazy.
A 5-minute conversation. Yeah.
What the fuck? No, 4 was a filler episode.
The first 20 minutes of this last episode could have been
Kick his ass off.
Phantom Zone.
The first 20 minutes could have been a 5-minute conversation about the history of Sonya and everything, okay?
The first 20 minutes made it interesting.
Yeah, you could have a conversation with her. I did not like the second episode that much. But I said it before and I'll say it again. I liked the fact that we're actually discussing episode 4 and 5 because out of all the Marvel shows, you get a little something, it wraps up, then all of a sudden something happens. This one, you got continuation. Then you continue on to the next episode. I actually like how we actually combine these two.
All right.
And all of a sudden, the time travel and train, all of a sudden, credits. Like, what the hell just happened here?
Well, for me,
overall thought.
I'm with these guys. Episode 4 was like, I don't think I really cared about the backstory too much. I think he could have explained it to us, and then when Kamala, anyways, we'll get into all that stuff later on. So episode 4 was pretty meh to me. Episode 5 was better. You know what I mean? It's still, like Danny says, not my cup of tea. I'm not feeling it so much. But at least episode 4, I watched. Episode 5, I watched it and I didn't feel like, oh my God, this is boring. There was some interesting stuff in it. And I pretty much enjoyed the episode, I guess I'll say, to like a slight degree. It's like, it's hard to watch sometimes. Right, exactly. You know what I mean? It's not like The Boys or anything like that, but it was definitely interesting. It got me curious to see what they're going to do in the final episode. So we'll get to all of that first. But first, we'll do our positives. Eli, who? Positives of episodes 4 and then positives of episode 4.
Okay, I like the train fight scene that Kamala did with Red. I forgot his name already. Shit. Red Dagger.
Guy with the red mask, right?
Yeah. I love that train fight scene. How she's using her energy, her hard light against him. Then it's like slip and oops. Nope, she still has it under control. I love that little flip off flop thing. I do not like the fact that they're actually fighting the train station. Nobody's actually hearing anything in the train station. No commotion. What the hell? No security. Sorry, that's a negative. I like the family aspect of Sonya and Kamala. How they actually, basically, she's the same person. She loves her family. She loves her artwork. She cares about her past, her history, just like Sonya was. She embraced it. I love that aspect, how the grandmother embraced the granddaughter. With the little aspect of the mother with episode 5, how she actually kind of, okay, I understand it. Where you're coming from, Mom. I understand this all. Oh, my daughter's going through the same thing. I love that part of episode 5, the family relationship part. I like the fact that the dude finally got his powers, like he did in the comic books. What's the thing else about the car chase scene in episode 5. The way she's backing up, driving forward, like she's like, "Oops!" Perfect timing. I love that little accidental "oops" on her parts. That was hilarious. I like the fact that she actually realized that she needed to go through her own little thing, and it was actually her that helped her great grandmother with the stars. She's like, "Oh, I can't do circles, I can do stars." But the little girl has the bangle. So I think she actually made the stars. So I like that fact because the little girl making the stars out of the hard light. Little girl's gonna remember stars. Not that she did it, but she sees little stars. I love the little continuity there to actually continue onto that. I'm still loving the graffiti at the end in Karachi. Still loving it.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I can think of right now off the top of my head.
All right. Chris, what about you?
Episode 4, the train station stuff, that fight there was pretty cool. Parts of the Red Dagger stuff, that was pretty cool. Gives us a little explanation of what's going on, what's at stake. That was nice to get. I guess the car, her back in the car, driving the car into the guy, that was funny. But it was kind of telegraphed. It's like you almost knew what was going to happen.
Facts.
It's like, okay. And then episode 5. I gotta say, almost all of episode 5 I was really happy with. I did like that we got to see. So we've caught glimpses of this of the great grandmother. We've gotten glimpses. We know the story a little bit because of the one lady that told her, that we worked together, all this stuff. But you really get a sense of why she had a connection with the human world, this world that we're in, and how important it meant to her to make sure that all this stuff didn't happen. So this is Kamala's kind of, this is her missions, her journey. This is what she is also. And so, like, her family is designed to keep this from happening or something like that, it seems. We might find out more about that in the last episode. But literally everything they did with 5, I was okay with, because its pacing moved much better than 4. So, we'll get to that later. Those are some of my things I like. I really did like the, kind of the handshake. We now know why the grandmother was just magically found. Like 1 second she was there, 1 second she wasn't. Or 1 second she wasn't, 1 second she was. They mentioned that. Now we see that actually happening, and now we understand what's going on. So, I have some questions about that, but I'll talk about that. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. Danny?
I will say, kind of piggyback on what Chris said, I do like the fact that in this series, they shed one thing in one episode, and they show us how it came to be, and they kind of clean it up. They kind of dropped the ball in past series, so in this series, they did get that right. I like the guy that got killed. I can't think of what his name was. That was kind of showing her the way. The older guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Washall, or what is it?
Yeah, I hate that he got killed. That lady, she seems to be killing everybody. She's been killed 3 or 4 of the main characters. I was glad when she got killed or whatever. Apparently she got killed. Pretty much episode 4, that's all I like. Now, episode 5, I like a lot of things. I like how they did some flashback. See, the British soldier was chasing the great grandmama and the power that she had. She didn't have any of the light power, but could tell she's a very skilled martial artist, appears to be. Where she threw that dagger and killed that guy. So I was glad to see, didn't mind seeing a strong woman in that particular case. They kind of speed up, boy, how they met and fell in love and had a baby. I'm like, damn, boy, Disney, they're going pretty fast. But
yeah,
that was pretty cool how they did that. I was glad to see how how Kamala and her grandmama tied to how she knew about the bracelet and stuff. Because I was always wondering, well, how is this? The grandmama seems to be telling her bits and pieces, but not the whole thing. Now it went full circle in that. And then, like I said, a little heartfelt moment when the three of them hugged in the thing, and the mama finally saw that Kamala is Ms.Marvel, and she's not acting all stupid. Then she kind of shows that she's a little rebellious after running away to go see Bon Jovi. So all that was cute. Did not hate it. Like I said, and then I think in an earlier stream, I think we talked with Chris now. A lot of people say that this series is targeted for teenagers, which I'm not doubting, not disputing, but shows that are targeted for teenage artists still can be interesting to older generation like ourselves, because I will go back to 4 or 5 years ago. MTV did Teen Wolf. I watched every episode of that every season, and I thought it was fantastic. And it was definitely teenager driven lead cast. So just because something has a target audience doesn't mean that it can be appreciated by a younger or older audience. But this particular series, it just doesn't appeal to me, and I don't think it's because of it's money gauged toward teenagers. But to me, this is just it has some good things. I can't say I hate it, but overall, it's just not my cup of tea. But episode 5, to me, so far this season has been the best episode so far.
And I would have to agree with you. In episode 4, I'll give with you guys. I like the fight scene. It was pretty decent, but there wasn't really much in episode 4 that had me like, meh, you know what I mean? This is interesting. It's episode 5. Even in the flashback in episode 5, I thought was more interesting than the one we got in 4. You know what I mean? When we learned about the moms and why she stayed because she had a baby with the dude, and even that chemistry was good because at first she was like, I'll break your leg,
Yeah.
She's like, get away
Real
from
quick.
me, touch me again. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Yeah, go ahead.
The part right there, and what Danny said, it was just kind of like, oh look, they just meet, and then boom, she's pregnant. But it worked because you understood it. You kind of got that feel when they're talking before they show that she's pregnant, that that some time has passed. They are more intimately related. It's like they use the right amount of, you already know where we're going with this. We're going to show it to you. It'll make sense. We don't need to go into the big depths of this. They show they know how to do a time lapse or a movement of time well in that scene, but they haven't done it the rest of the series. So I'm trying to figure that out. So, anyways.
But sometimes they'll do something like that. I'm sorry, Anzo.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes they'll do something like that, Chris, and fans will get it, but there'll be this anal fan that'll be like, well, they didn't show us this, they did that. So
what do you want them to do? Show them fucking and having the kid? I mean,
yeah, exactly. Kind of like now, and I'll use this. Kind of like in Internals. Okay, we knew what they were doing. They were like, So sometimes you just can't satisfy the fan. I don't understand it. So, but this one, I agree with you 1,000%. It was done well. It kind of flowed real smooth. There wasn't no okay. So everything went good. So I definitely agree with your statement.
And I agree with you guys too, right? We didn't need to see like a whole kind of like backstory. We got the gist, It started off, there was some tension, and then they flipped the scene, and next thing you know, she's pregnant. So it's like, okay, so some time has passed, she was pregnant, it was well done, you know what I mean? And then she has the baby, right? They skip again, then she has the baby, and the baby's older and shit. So I'm like, okay, I get it, And all of that stuff, with the moms too, that was cool too. And I'm glad too, because I remember when we were first talking, we were like, oh, maybe the moms knows about it and was trying to keep it away and stuff like that. And it would be kind of stupid if that were the case. But the mom actually, did her own thing, didn't really care about it, didn't know about the bracelet or the powers or anything like that, or at least didn't believe the stuff that she was hearing, And then when she finally seen that it was Kamala, it also wasn't that, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. What are you doing, Kamala? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? She was like, okay,
like
well,
the comics.
I understand.
Well,
right. You know what I mean?
She also said the reason why I've been holding on so tight isn't because she knew this stuff. She just doesn't want to lose her daughter. And so
right.
that explains it. Now she's saying, I'm overbearing because you're my daughter. I don't want you to go. Even though you're around that age, I don't want you to go.
The grandmama said she didn't hold on to the mama tight enough.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
A big different comparison there.
Right. And then even the mom said, no, I didn't care. You know what I mean? It wasn't that you didn't hold on to it. She's like, I wasn't into it. I had to do my own thing. And that's when they're like, oh, you went off and you chased she said someone else, and then
Bon Jovi.
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen, but she said, no, don't let her lie to you like that. It was Bon Jovi.
Yeah. So those moments were good in that episode. You know, it was really, really some good moments in that episode. But I'm like Danny too. I'm just like, yeah, there's good moments, but the show in general just it's not hitting for me. I hope they knock it out the park with the last episode though.
Yeah.
One thing that these Disney shows have been doing is kind of like lapsing on the final episode. So maybe they'll knock it out the park in the last episode and they'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, that was the way to end it, you know, and make people want to see more Kamala. Because at this point, I'm not sure I really want to see any more of her.
Yeah,
but
I'm not. I mean, it's kind of like if you do, okay. If you don't, okay too.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You know, so at least I hope they knock it out the park. We're gonna get into our negatives real quick and what we didn't like about the 2 episodes. Danny, go ahead.
Episode 4 to me, it was just, I don't know what it was. I guess I used the common word we use. It was a filler episode. I think they could have skipped it. Just go straight into episode 5, so to speak. I wish, and I said this earlier on Chris's show, I wish they could take this budget and these episodes and apply it to Obi-Wan. That would have been much better. Instead of just get 6 episodes, we could have got 12 episodes of Obi-Wan. I would have been very pleased with that. To me, what did make sense was that they did all this stuff to get back to that other world, whatever. And then time as they go through, it kills them. Why do the whole show for them trying to get back? And then when they get there, and I think they call it the veil is lifted, it kills them. So that makes no sense. I don't understand.
No bangle.
I know you're probably gonna have the bangle to go through.
Yeah.
But they're gonna do wear the bangle and throw it back through and let everybody come through one at a time. I mean,
right.
There's 2 bangles. Remember, we don't know what the other one is. Here's one of them. So there's a missing bangle somewhere.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm trying to think what else I really. Yeah, to me it was like the dad was looking for this girl, for the little girl, Sanya, whatever her name was, the grandmama when she was a little girl. Then he finds her. Then he just walks right on the train. And everybody else, ain't nobody checked the ticket. They ain't say, hey, so he just found the girl. They waited long enough for him to find the girl. And he finds the girl, hugs her up, and then it steps right on the train, and the train pulls off.
A lot of those trains, even during like World War II, when the Jews were trying to leave Germany and stuff, they just were hacking trains, and just leaving.
They didn't care during partition. Okay, they had a capacity. If there was 650 people on the train, they leave. They had to wait for capacity.
I'm not doubting what you're saying at all. I'm not doubting that.
No, I know.
There was nobody checking. There was no kind of any semblance of a conductor. They were like, last call, tickets, nothing. It was like, okay. And I'm just saying, it happened to lose the girl, then find her, and step right on the train. And as you step on the train takes off. I'm going to say it was mighty convenient. It looked like 50 trains in the doggone train yard. That was the only train leaving tonight.
Danny, this is actually part of history. During partition, several hundred people lost contact with the families trying to get out of India in time. It was 50, 60 years before some families actually reunited with their own relatives. Long time. People got separated all the time back then. So, I would find it very possible that he couldn't find his kid.
I'm going to talk slower so you can understand. In this show, it was mighty convenient. All I'm saying, convenient, the key word, convenient, that he found the girl just in time to grab her up and step on the train, and the train pulls off. I ain't saying nothing about whatever you say. I'm not disputing nothing you said about other stuff, because it's probably totally true. I'm just saying in this show, in that instant, it was mighty convenient. That is all I'm saying.
Right.
But you notice because none of them were on the same platform. They were still on the same platform, so you can go run off. You can go run off. So technically same platform.
But what Danny's trying to explain to you is like why didn't the train take off when he was looking for the daughter? It just, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's a it's convenience that just as he finds his daughter, grabs her, gets on the train, then it leaves. It's convenience.
And let me say one more
it's
thing. I went to New York, and when I walked down the streets of New York, like I'm down in the South, hey, how you doing? Nobody looked at me like, what the fuck you doing? Now I find out, look, New Yorkers, they mind their own business. They don't care. So I'm saying in Pakistan, wherever this thing is happening at, people can fight and shoot and run over and don't let nobody care. Nobody like, damn, she shooting shit out of her foot. Nobody seen and noticed that shit. Or was it just me?
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody noticed it except the people that was actually that knew about the bracelet.
Yeah.
The other people was like, oh, I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
I just thought,
no one seen the stars, and then that that goes into some mind too. Go ahead, Chris.
No one heard a gunshot. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
You see, the train thing didn't bother me so much. I mean, leaving right when they get on, yeah, that's kind of that part. I understand where he's coming from, but the whole the situations where trains have been used as a mass transport in those situations of partition, the leaving of Berlin and other parts of Germany when the Jews were just trying to get out because they knew something was going to happen. Those things, it didn't take tickets. That whole scene didn't bother me, but I understand found her. I'm on the train, and boom, it's gone. Okay, that did bother me. The thing that really did bother me about that was he finds the daughter, but doesn't wonder where his wife's at. Like doesn't even question where did the wife go. Because again, grab the daughter, jump on the train leaves. He's not sitting there going, wait, no, don't, no, wait, hey, no, nothing. It's like he doesn't know she's dead. At least I didn't see anything indicating that she's dead.
Chris.
And that's the thing. It's like if your wife or your girlfriend or your significant other or anything like that had been separated from you in this type of a situation, you don't want to leave anywhere. Because you understand the gravity of the situation, that you may never see this person again if you get separated. So the fact that he casually just says, oh, there's the daughter, let's go. And I don't remember her saying anything like, take her and don't worry about what happens to me. I don't remember hearing that. But maybe
she did.
She did?
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
Maybe. But even then, most husbands or most people who are attached to a woman aren't just going to leave them, no matter what they say. They'll risk the world for these people.
I'm going to tell you something,
don't
Chris.
worry about me. Huh?
My wife was going to go outside the house at night and talk to somebody, and I wait till the next day to say something. In fact, I'm going to be out there with her. Like, who the fuck you talking to? Hey, who that is?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like...
I agree.
But... So that was kind of like, okay. In episode 4, listen, I think it was like 3/4 of the way through before we got to anything that really mattered. I love history. I love world tours. Pakistan is a beautiful country. Again, nothing against culture or anything in this, but I don't need 3/4 of an episode that's about Ms.Marvel and a comic book hero or character. I don't need 3/4 of it to be showing me around Pakistan. I don't. You can show me as you do you can show me in scenes that involve what it pertains to the show, or the show pertains. You can show me the area around it as you do what needs to be done. They literally said, no, we're not going to do anything to do with the show. We're going to just show you Pakistan, which is great. Give me a tourism video for that. I want a video. I want a show that shows me what's supposed to happen. These 2 episodes could have been put together in about an hour.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest problem. So as good as the pacing was in episode 5, the pacing was horrible in episode 4. But there were some key moments in episode 4 that I can't get rid of all of it. So they should have just taken the key things and kind of interjected all of it together and show Pakistan in the middles of it. I mean, they could have done this much better. But yeah, there you
go. All right, Eli.
So nobody wants to talk about time travel, how that actually happened or didn't happen? Was that a special knife? Did she just knock her bracelet and she goes back in time? Why at a certain point in history? What?
I was going to talk about that, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay, sorry. scientists in the name. Like, what the fuck? At least have kind of an explanation of the Einstein explanation like they did in the Orville, okay? Make it at least believable, not just, oh, the power of the bango. Okay, I didn't understand that part. They didn't explain that part. I did not like the car chase scene in episode 5 because this is Karachi. Where the fuck are all the people? How the hell did they find an empty street in a market town? That was totally unbelievable.
Yeah.
I also saw the Avengers Ultron thing. And I still hate the fact that it changed the powers because the powers are not going to change. They're just still the same as they are. It's just a hard life, but she's got better at it. So if you guys are expecting their powers to change, they are not. I want to let you guys know that. Because that Ultron video was released 3 days ago online, so I'm going to talk about it.
What Ultron video? What are you talking about?
They're on a cruise ship. Ant-Man and the Wasp on a cruise ship. There's some Avengers showing up. Ultron tries to destroy the ship. They save the ship. You muted, Chris.
You muted, Chris.
You probably JJ.
Share it with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll try to find it.
When you're done talking, find it and then share.
Okay. Let's see what else was there. I did not like the idea of the veil. I agree. That opening of the veil was stupid. There was no explanation of how or why it opened right then and there. If that was the case, if the banger her travel in time, it should have opened up before she went back in time to train to Karachi in 45. No, I didn't understand that. They need to explain this in episode 6. Otherwise, I'm going to be totally pissed. Because they left some major gaps in this show. It's like, okay, how does this work? They never explain this. They never explained the veil. They never explained the writing on the bangle. They never explained how the dude got his powers. Because his mother died and she transferred energy. What the hell is that all about? There was no physical contact or anything. It was just, all of a sudden, she said his name. I forgot his name. She said his name, and all of a sudden, she goes blue, and the powers just disappear and goes into him. I do not understand how that actually works. There's no explanation about that in the comics, although they're in a depth adaptation. But there's no explanation of how or why he has powers in this show so far. I do not like the explanation of how he got his powers.
Okay.
The son?
Yeah, the son.
Yeah, Cameron?
Yeah. Cameron, thank you. Yeah.
Because his mother's spirit or her jinn has been interjected into him now. That's the only reason why he has powers. Did you not see that where her spirit took over him?
I did not understand that part because it's like, okay, this is totally different from the comics. I understand that. She has jinn. She's part of jinn. She's got highlight powers with the bangles. How the hell is the mother transferring her energy powers to her son without any kind of connection?
Because she's a different brand of that. She's on the opposite. She's from that opposite world. I mean, I think I understand what's going on, but maybe I'm wrong. So while I'm pretty sure you don't.
And I'm pretty sure we'll get a little bit more explanation in the next episode for sure. Go on, Hila. Anything else?
That's not a lot to think about right now, and I'm trying to find a video. So
all right.
Think of something.
So for me, in episode 4, I'm like Chris. I'm like the first half was just like a tour of India. You know what I mean? It was just like you get to see this, get to see that. It was great. But I'm here to watch Ms.Marvel. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like Chris said, you could have done that in a more creative way, you know what I mean? And added to the story as well. So that first whole half was absolutely filler. And then we get to the part where Camilla actually goes back into the past and she's the one that actually helped her grandmother find her father, which I was like, isn't that a coincidence? Like for some reason, I just had an idea that it was going to end up being that. And I'm just like, meh. You know, it would have made more sense if the moms had something to do with it, you know. And I'm like, Chris, like the moms runs off and the father's just like, okay, let's go. You know what I mean? Usually a man be like, nah, we're going to fight this together. You know what I mean? We're going to do this together. Like, you're not going anywhere. We have a family. It's going to be us doing this together. So that's what I didn't really like too. And then another thing too was, like you said, Camilla, she's using the power of the light and nobody sees it. Like nobody sees it. I'm sorry, but there were people like standing like right there and these little stars are floating around in the air. I get it. Like people want to get away, right? Because it's partition, people are trying to get on the train or whatever. But out of the corner of your eye, you're going to see some fucking light shit and be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, hey, shit. And no one noticed it. So that was actually kind of dumb to me.
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
I'm putting it in the private chat for you.
Okay. What's
you go.
weird though, when you say that, this is like the third time. The one time when the cops were right there, she jumps over, the car shows up, and then boom. Oh well, where the hell did it go? Oh, where'd she go? It's like you didn't see the car come up. There's been like 3 times in this series that things just happen to happen. It's like
convenience of script.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see the Avengers show that was online that got released a couple days ago, I'll send a private link for you. And yes, Ms.Marvel does act like she does in the comics, being a fan and taking her selfies.
I don't know if I can show this though. Is that?
You'll get struck if you show it. Yeah, do not show it. You'll get struck because it's Disney.
Yeah, because and it's like 16 minutes too. So.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I just wanted to see it. So
yeah.
But,
and Scott Light does answer the question about why did he just up Thanos' ass. He answers that question.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what it is. But yeah. So with that being said, what else didn't I like about the episode? I don't know, man. Just to me, it's just like there's a lot of kiddie stuff. You know what I mean? Like I said, it still hasn't stopped feeling like a Nickelodeon show to me, and I'm just like when I'm watching it, I'm usually watching it but doing other stuff, and I'll say, oh, okay, that's something interesting, and then I'll rewind it and watch it again. It's kind of hard to get through for me, and especially when I've been sitting there and I'm watching Boys and watching all these great shows, and then it's like, okay, well, doing it for the Roundtable, doing it for the show.
It's definitely a notch down.
Yeah, absolutely. I would probably still watch it. But I'd be like Danny just watched the 2 episodes today or something like that. I'd have been like that more. I'd have just like, fuck it. I'll just watch it whenever,
That's what reminds me. Another convenience of script. Oh no, Kamala's necklace broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but convenience of script. Hello. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of conveniences in this show, right? I mean, it's okay. You wouldn't watch it, Danny?
No, hell no.
Yeah, I still watch it, but I wouldn't be in any rush to watch it. I'd probably watch it in pieces. It's some Marvel stuff. I gotta watch them all. You know what I mean?
I would have
even have to go see. I could have probably did that too.
I sure wish I would have watched Onzo Vision on Thor. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I told you. I sent it to you. Like, here you go. And then next thing I seen Danny was going into the theater, and I was like, okay, going to see it. All right, cool. But yeah, it was.
Yeah,
$25 later, I was crying. Oh god,
dude! I spent zero money on it.
So let me ask you this: Ms.Marvel or Thor: Love and Thunder?
Ms.Marvel.
Okay.
Woo! Wow.
What about you, Chris?
I haven't seen Thor: Love and
when
Thunder.
I rank,
listen, you, Danny, and Geisker all have said Thor: Love and Blunder pretty much. So now that means I want to watch it here first.
I told you this earlier, Chris. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the first part of the movie.
When we rank these movies again, this will be my 20, whatever it is.
Ragnarok is better than this.
Eternals is above. Eternals is above.
Yes.
Yes. Hey,
Wow.
I'm even saying this, okay? Eternals and WandaVision is better than Love and Thunder, okay?
If you watch my video, I told you that.
Dude.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's gonna
I don't remember you saying that.
Yes, I did. I said,
yeah, you did.
I said it's
fuck,
better than,
dude. That's
better than Eternals.
Yeah,
I said there are some aspects of Eternals that is better than this. The one thing I did like about Thor: Love and Thunder is the way that Jane looked. I didn't think she could put on the muscle mass, whatever, but she looked damn good in the movie, and that's about the only thing I can say that was good. And the way she got the hammer.
Be prepared for screaming goats, okay?
I thought there was some good stuff in it. To me personally, oh yeah, for sure, Chris. For me personally, I still can't say it's worse than Eternals. I can't. I cannot watch Eternals.
There's some parts of Eternals I was like, yeah, that's all right, but this right here.
You didn't like the fight scenes
I
in it, Danny?
don't want
I thought the
to
fights
spoil
were
it.
good.
I don't want to spoil it for Chris.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I thought the fights were good. I thought the fight
The
scenes were
shits
good.
with the hammers kept pissing me off.
Me too. But yeah, we're getting into spoilers. Chris,
It's like
but I got the
little best friend, huh?
I got the link. I got the link for you, Chris. Don't worry.
Yeah,
All
don't go
right.
to the movie
So
and watch it, Chris. Watch Alonzo's link.
yeah, I would say watch it. Basil said, Eternals is worse. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Ms. Marvel, if I accept it as a kid's show, it's boring at best. I agree. Shifty gives him. Here we go. The first 2 episodes of Ms. Marvel were fantastic. What about the other ones, though? Shifty? Huh? What about the rest of them?
Shifty is suspect.
Very. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What about the rest of them? Rest of the episodes good? Because
to hear him say it, this was the best thing since sliced bread. Now he talking about the way he said it,
first
make it
2
like he
episodes,
like he didn't like these last ones.
James' arms are not CGI. She actually worked out herself.
Yeah, she looked.
I heard that. that. I'm like, no, that's
she wanted to have Lady Thor as the best representation she can have. So she worked out constantly.
She did it. I give her a thumbs up.
Yeah, I don't think there were CGI.
No. Her was 100%. That was Jane's body. 100% her body. Yeah. So the costume was
from
CGI.
above the elbow to below the shoulder to CGI.
That's all her.
I don't believe that. But
me neither.
Didn't Thor's face look CGI in certain parts? Something looked off with his face or something.
I don't know. I heard you say that in the video. I would have to go back and see. I didn't notice it.
When he was talking to her on that ship, his face looked all fucked up. I'm like, something looked wrong with his face.
By that time, Danny, I had done checked out of the movie by that time. What was that, Eli?
With Russell Crowe, that was stupid as fuck.
Hey, he had a perfect Greek accent. That was to a T.
No.
That is a Greek accent, people.
Well, they sound like idiots then.
So wait, hold on. You talking about Ms. Marvel being the best thing and you haven't watched past episode 3? Really?
Yeah. What's up? Yeah. I mean, all on other shows, man, he just shooting us down and he ain't watched the last few episodes. Yeah, that right there.
Mm-hmm. You know why? Because he knows they're shit shows and he doesn't want to fucking have to admit that they're shit shows. That's why, fuck that. Like, but nope, CGI. So prove it. Prove that they're CGI. I want, because this is what I'm saying. Everybody keeps saying CGI. Prove it. Where is the proof that her arms are CGI?
Send the link.
I'm tired of hearing people talk about it.
Yeah. Send the link with the dots on it.
Or a video of the director or someone in the movie, and I don't want you to send me no fucking YouTuber that says, hey, the arms are CGI. No. Send me a video of the director or someone related to the movie that says her arms are CGI. Until then, I'm not listening to any of this bullshit. I'm not.
Yeah. Basically, he's asking you to find a behind-the-scenes picture of her.
There's pics with scan dots on the arms. I want to see them.
I'm about to do a shameless plug.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whew. These things are delicious.
They're Fig Newtons. Those are Fig Newtons.
Yeah. Hey, little Debbie, if you see me, I'm promoting your brand, buddy. Go ahead and send me a year supply. Now I'll do it every show.
Ms. Marvel and What If are tied for last. Hey, no. What if is not close to the last? Yeah. I would say it's tied with Hawkeye.
Ms. Marvel is leaps and bounds better than this movie.
Oh, then Thor: Love and Thunder? No, he was saying Ms. Marvel and the What If series are tied for last. But I'm like, no, it's Ms. Marvel. Well, yeah, no, Hawkeye and maybe Moon Knight for me.
No, not Moon Knight, bro. No. Hawkeye,
Moon Knight was all right. Nope, she worked out. You can't find.
You don't have Disney Plus.
Who don't?
Shifty Jizzle.
Oh, Shifty. Oh, you don't. Come on, Shifty. You know you could find it if you really wanted to. You know that. Mm-hmm. You don't have to watch it on Disney Plus.
They probably got the whole episodes on YouTube. I don't watch plenty of shows like that.
Absolutely. So we're gonna give in her grades for episode 4 and episode 5, and any predictions for the last episode. Danny, episode 4, episode 5, and final thoughts, predictions, whatever you want.
Episode 4 gets a big fat F minus, and episode 5 gets a B plus. I predict that that evil mama, whatever, that like she gave the son the powers. I don't think that she's dead. I think some kind of way she might transfer her essence into the sun or something, or some other kind of manifestation. So I think we're gonna see her again.
Absolutely.
Maybe the son may turn evil when she takes over his body or spirit or whatever the hell. I don't know, but I don't think we've seen the last of her.
And right here, Dandelion sent the article of Natalie Portman's Thor: Love and Thunder workout routine, so you can check that out for those of you that are saying it's CGI. All right. And what was your episode rating for episode 5, Danny?
B plus.
Oh, you said B plus? Okay, cool.
Yeah, F
Chris?
minus for 4 and B plus for 5.
Cool.
I found something for you guys. It's an official photograph of behind the scenes of Natalie and Chris.
Yeah, short.
From Empire. This is a photo, not a screenshot, guys. Empire does not post screenshots. They take actual photos. Look at those CGI arms on her.
Yeah, arms look pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't believe that CJ stuff.
No, Empire does not do the screenshots. They do actual pictures. So this is an actual behind-the-scenes picture from Love and Thunder.
All right. Go ahead, Chris. You were going to say something?
Yeah, so, or Danny, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Episode 4 is probably the lowest rating I've given anything. I'm going to give it like a D or D plus. I mean, if they had just condensed it and done some more stuff in there, it wouldn't have been that bad. I didn't come to watch a tourism video from Pakistan. And then keep going on. And then episode 5, I'll give it a B plus. I mean, it was pretty good. I'm with Danny on that. I think the mom's gonna be back. And I don't know what that's going to do to the son. It seems weird because the son might be like trying to get to Kamala or something. Because it seems like he's like, I got to stay right here in case my mom comes back. But I think he knows that this transfer of essence or whatever happened, or it's his mom kind of controlling him or something. Definitely, that's going to play into the finale. I think his mom's going to play into the finale. And I think it's going to end up being a fight between Kamala and his mom. And I think he and her friend, what's his name? The guy that lived above the store.
Circle Q.
Brian?
No,
Brian?
No, it's not Brian. It's Bruce?
No. Yeah,
I'm
something like that.
I'm pulling a camera and I forgot his name.
But anyways, I believe that he's. I think those two will play a big part of it. I think they're going to work with Kamala. The son's going to have to make a decision or something. I'm looking forward to the finale, especially if they do the finale kind of like they did episode 5, and it gives me a lot of what I need. I think they can wrap this up in time. They're in a place that I kind of know what's going on, and they really didn't have much of a story to move with if they done all this extra stuff of just showing stuff and the dance, where she's in love and all that. We've done a lot of fluff in a lot of these. So 5 is the fullest episode so far, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it for now.
All right, so because Shifty Gizms keeps saying that was pulled from the movie, I'm just going to pull this up real quick. As the rumor that Marvel used CGI effects to retouch Portman's muscles went viral, Kevin Feige, president of Marvel, made a statement on the matter. He said that the muscles in the image and video were authentic and not retouched. But you're probably not going to believe that either, right?
Nope.
You're probably not going to believe that either, right? You're going to go find a picture that obviously someone could have doctored and say, yeah, that's real. This is it. You know what I mean? Come on, Shifty. I just showed you a quote from Kevin Feige that said it wasn't. So I'm more or less going to believe that to actually believe.
Who is saying that Bruno?
That's the kid's name because we don't talk about Bruno.
I know, but he said something
Bruno.
about...
Yeah,
he found a picture.
Friend. That's Kamala's friend.
Yeah, he said he found it. Send it to me on Twitter if you found it, Shifty. I'll wait. I will wait to see, and then we'll put it up there. All right. So now for me, did Eli, you gave your grade?
No, not yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Episode 4, I give it a B. Episode 5, I give it a C minus.
Wow.
Yeah, because there was half the episode we really didn't need all that personal backstory. Yes, I know. Hot shoe.
Half of that, like 3/4 of episode 4 had no reason to be done.
You know what I mean?
So you say that episode 4 is better because it had less content to it. And episode 5, that actually a lot of the backstory stuff made sense and was fuller and better shot. You give it less.
Episode 4 was because she's in America. She didn't know who she is. That's basically finding out who she is. The whole point of Ms.Marvel is identity. Who is she? Who is Kamala? This is her history. This is her roots.
Everything implied gives you her identity.
That's implied for us to know, but not her. The whole point of Ms.Marvel is to find out who she is, her identity. This is her identity. So who she is, she's finding out who she is.
This is why too much smoking of pot.
Exactly.
Not enough smoking.
He's got the wires are mixed. Anzo's a professional, obviously, because Anzo's okay.
So let me put you guys on the side.
Yeah, what dots?
There's a dot here. There's a dot here. There's a dot here. But if you know anything about CGI, there's way more dots on a CGI.
Well, and not just that. Those dots, I don't know what they are necessarily, and that could be somebody doing it to the picture. And if you want to know why her muscles don't look like a lot of muscle, it's because she's not flexing. She's not actually trying to show them.
Facts.
Her arm is a complete rest.
Look at the mirror. She's flexing her left arm in the mirror.
But yeah,
I'm looking. Yeah, right. And if you look at motion capture and stuff,
those are not motion capture dots.
They are not. Absolutely not. They are not. Those are not.
Somebody took a felt pen and put it over that.
A motion capture would be a perfect line and a grid pattern on the arm.
Man, it ain't worth it. I don't care. I don't care what he thinks. I don't believe
and they have to be green, Shifty. Green or blue. That's what they do, not black. You don't put black dots on an arm and say that's motion capture. They're green or blue because we use green screens or blue screens.
That's why a lot of sci-fi shows, when they have somebody in a costume, they have green marker tape. So you can easily get that out to have the full effect of the costume. Otherwise, it look all rubbery.
Absolutely. Real pick, not doctor. Look at the light reflection on the scanner. I'm good. I have watched enough motion capture stuff to know that that's not what that is. But with that being said, I'll give my grade.
Oh, wait.
And I'm on the... Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Eli.
Prediction.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it's going to be the grandmother. That's the mother. That's going to be the main villain next episode. I think it's going to be her trying to stop the convergence between the Jin world and her world. I think that's going to be the whole purpose of this thing, which basically means energy convergence. Hello, Carol Danvers comes to Earth. There goes the tie-in for the Marvel show. Or they'll have a photon. One of the two has got to show up to have a little tie-in for the Marvels because she is supposed to be in the Marvels. And she gets her energy like a light bulb, like a light source from cosmic energy, which could be from photon or Carol Danvers. That could be help close the veil. That's my prediction. One is going to help with the cosmic energy to close the veil.
Well, I think if there's an end credit scene, it may have something to do with the Marvels, right? Maybe she gets recruited by somebody. We're going to see that. Should be interesting. For me, the grades, I'm going to be like Danny and Chris. I think 4 is probably going to be very low. It's probably going to be a D, maybe an F. I'll go D. I'll go D. And for episode 5, I'm going to give it a B plus because there was a lot of things in episode 5 that I really liked, and even the backstory, I enjoyed it too as well. You know what I mean? I just found that it hit in episode 5, but in episode 4, it did not hit. As for predictions, I have no idea what what the last episode is going to be. I'm just going to watch it and see how it goes. No, I got a prediction. Kamala's going to win. That's my prediction of the last episode. Kamala's going to win and everything's going to be good. But Shifty, you're still on the fake arms?
That's fake news.
Gosh. Okay, bro. Yeah, fake arms. Okay, cool. Happy for you. Can't hold the bastard to save her life. You're muted, Chris.
Yeah, and this show is better than Obi-Wan.
Yeah, exactly. Which I posted on Twitter the other day. I'm like, so you guys are still gonna tell me that Ms.Marvel was better than Obi-Wan? Absolutely not. Ms.Marvel will get the D from Bruno before he leaves for Caltech. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that in this show, but at least it would make it a little bit more interesting. Dandelion said, I like both. I'll give both episodes a B. Okay. And terrible Southern accent. Whose terrible Southern accent? And she showed her butthole by accident in that one stripper movie. Are you talking about Natalie Portman? Bro, you hating on her? That's fine. It's okay. Like, it's over with. You think they're fake? We don't. It is what it is until something comes out that actually shows me that they're fake.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear Shifty complaining about the fake dyed yellow blonde eyebrows of Chris Hemsworth and Thor.
There was that. But anyways, it is what it is. With that being said, guys, it was a great show. We're going to run through the panel one last time so these guys can talk about the channels. We're going to go the other way this time. Eli, who talked to the people about your channel, sir?
Oh, me. Okay. Hey, weirdos. You ever look up at the night sky and ask yourself or think about yourself like, the hell is that? Check out my channel. You might learn something. It's called What's With the Universe, where I talk anywhere from basic astronomy to complex astrophysics, black holes, planetary nebulas, GRBs, NEOs, even this to our little solar system. Hey, check it out. You might learn something.
Absolutely. Chris Knight, before you give your thoughts, your channel and stuff, you have a poll?
Yep, we had several polls tonight. In this one really quick. We're going to go to the first one. We'll just go back to the one that I asked. Did you like episode 4 and 5 of Ms.Marvel? Episode 4, yes. Episode 5, no. Got 36%. Was really surprised. Yes to both got 27. And episode 5, yes. Episode 4, no. Got only 18. So I don't know what a lot of people saw in episode 4, but whatever. And then no to both got 18. So more people liked episode 4, I guess. Which you know what? Tell you what, there are lots of travel companies that will send you those videos nonstop about Pakistan and India and all.
You were looking for Rick Steves, weren't you?
Facts.
You were looking for Rick Steves in the background. Huh? I was like, "Where's Rick? Where's Rick? Where's Rick?"
Yeah. Then the next one was, which episode did you like best? Episode 5, though, in this got 60% to 40% in episode 4. So those two polls totally contradict each other, but more people seem to like episode 5 according to that. The next one was, are you looking forward to the finale of Ms.Marvel? 66% said yes. So there's still hope for the show. There you go. Real Review 3000, guys. ADHD for YouTube. Check it out. Thank you, Anza. Looking forward to
not a problem. Mr. Danny Graham, Comic Chat. Talk to the people, sir.
I'm Danny, aka Comic Chat. You can find me Monday through Wednesdays on Chaos Central with Anzo, Chris Knight, and sometimes on Tuesday nights, Mr. Eli Who. We have a whole different smorgasbord of ideas, different things. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do Would You Rather This, Rather That. I kind of like that format. So I'll be doing some of that, trying to come up with some Rather This, Rather That. Later on tonight, here in probably about 20 minutes, you can catch me on Storms Live. We'll be talking about Thor on Love and Thunder. So, one more episode of this, like I said, and I'm not going to be disrespectful. It has nothing to do with the culture of Ms.Marvel. I don't have a problem with that at all. It's just not my particular cup of tea. This last episode, the fifth one, was the best out of the 5 so far. I anticipate that the sixth one's going to be just as good, or maybe slightly less, less, maybe not up to par as this one, but I think it'll be equal to, maybe a little bit greater than, less than. Not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But thanks for inviting me on the show, man. Had a good time, even though the series really not my cup of tea.
I agree, absolutely. How much you want to bet those other two like Thor: Love and Thunder, Danny?
Who? Oh, probably
on your next show.
Probably. I'll probably be the lone wolf.
It probably will be, but stand strong, brother. Stand strong, because we over here, we agree with you. Trust me. And with that being said, guys, Big Afford Entertainment, thank you very much for popping in. Everybody that was in the chat, Dandelion, David Quintana, Shiftyism, Basil, who else was in here? George Lucas was actually in here. Bosco was in here. Mads, Mama Bear, Brittany was in the house. Mystic Shadows was in the house. K-Dot popped in. T-Virus Terrence popped in as well, man. I appreciate all you guys that came to check it out. Oh, yeah, Josh was in the house too as well. Yeah, I said that, I think.
That's Josh.
Yeah, Josh. That's Josh. So everybody that popped in, I do appreciate it again. And make sure to check out next week for the final episode of this. This week we'll be back to business. So we got Danny's show on Monday, my show on Tuesday, Chris's show on Wednesday, plus the OOC. And then Friday will be the tournament. We will be doing the chocolate bar tournament. So let's see which chocolate bar is the best chocolate bar of all time.
Outrageous.
Coffee Crisp.
Hershey.
You guys have Coffee Crisp, right?
I don't know if Coffee Crisp on the list, bro. Unless you put it on there.
Put Coffee Crisp on the list. You guys don't know. Hold on.
I've have some weird food in Canada, man.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. It sounds good because I like coffee flavored stuff.
He's got one right there, doesn't he?
You got an ice cream here, boy, called Cappuccino Crunch. Oh my God, that's delicious.
Really?
Good bar, Joy, Mounds, Hershey, Chocolate Classic. What the hell is that?
That is Coffee Crisp.
Is it something in the same family of Kit Kat? That would look like.
Kind of, sort of. These are like wafers in here, but it has a little bit of a coffee taste to it. It's really
look kind of like the what's the thing Little Debbie make?
Wafer thins? Oh, no, I know to talk about those. Those cookie.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is a chocolate bar. Shit. So I got to be careful with chocolate bars I put on the list because you Americans have no idea. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
That's up north. I mean, I've heard and seen them, but that's not. I don't think we get them down this way though.
Mars bars.
Probably something that's Canadian and gets shipped down to like Minnesota and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you'd like it. You definitely like it. With that being said, we are going to bounce out of here. We will be back during the week, guys. So make sure to check it out. Make sure to sub to the channel.
Night.
Fuck! I knew I forgot something.
What?
You can put your own background music. And I was gonna play some background music while we did our shit, and I completely forgot to turn it on. You know what I mean? So yeah,
background music,
custom background music.
You can, yes, you can put your own music now.
Yes, it used to be 5, 6 different choices. Now it's custom.
Yeah,
the basic plan. Yeah.
So how you just upload it and then download it to the custom music?
Yeah.
Videos. Same way you add your videos and everything. What the hell?
Crap, we got two egos. They're multiplying. You need to end this show quick.
Throw that one out.
Whoa.
Hold on. There we go. Well, like I said, guys, peace, love, and hair grease. See you on the next one. We out.
I gotta find this damn intro, guys. Well, there we go. Peace.
Right.
I am inevitable.